I have recreated the Warframe modding system. If I go over here, I can select my weapon, and then I can go into it, but right now I don't have any mods. So if I come out over here, this is just a dev tool so I can get my mods. I can then go in and put on my mods, and as you'll see, you change here. So when I take it off, put it on, then I can change them freely as well. It took about 10 shots to kill them then. And if we put on this damage, we'll see it takes it took about 7 to kill them. Adding a new mod is as simple as pressing add over here, and then coming down to the purpose, changing it to whichever one you want it to change. So I'll do just another damage because that's the easiest to show off, and then you change up its max value. I'll make this something stupidly high, and then the start value, which would be 100, and then the operation. So do we want to add to it, or do we want to have it as a multiplier? So I'll just do that because it's already selected. And then the use location is on our secondary weapon. However, you can have multiple, and then you might want to alter the primary weapon, so then you'd also add another one here and here, and then this, and then you might want to alter the health, so then we can have more health for the player. Now, this doesn't actually work, but as an example, you could have a mod that does that when I implement it. So then that's how you do that, and you can change the capacity. So because this would be a pretty overpowered mod, I put that at 5. Maybe put this at like 12. And then depending on the level, that would cost more. Name, very original. Secondary damage, health. Now, if we should come over here and press play, I'll come over here and give myself the mod, and then it's over here to be equipped, and just like that, I now have a ton more damage. You might have seen that I also have mix elements here. The button doesn't do anything right now, but what I plan to do is have a whole separate section where you can drag and drop elements around, so you can have a mixing table. Because Warframe, if you have 2 mods, say you want viral, it would take toxin and cold. However, you couldn't have toxin by itself and cold by itself when they're both equipped. So what I want to do is make it so you can do that. So you drag in a toxin, you drag in a cold, and then that creates viral. But then you have a separate cold over here which isn't attached, which allows you to have cold as well as viral. Obviously they wouldn't be called the same, they wouldn't do the same things, but the same idea basically, but like that. So, and then there'd be different tiers of like element, which might also separately enhance your stats as well. So that's something I plan to do. That's really all. So thank you.